with incentives to boost their farm yields. The federal government has announced its readiness to commence the payment of 9 months backlogs to NPower beneficiaries who are on the program beginning from November. It announced this on Monday through the NPower National Program Manager Akindele Egbunwalo, who disclosed this during a meeting with some NPower beneficiaries at his office in Abuja. Egbunwalo, in a statement issued by the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation, stated that the main purpose for the temporary suspension of the program was to address all matters directly affecting beneficiaries. He said the NPower program would be continued as the Renewed Hope Job Creation Program under the supervision of the Humanitarian Minister. Egbunwalo said the scheme would be expanded to target 5 million beneficiaries in 5 years, where 1 million youth would be absorbed each year under the graduate and non-graduate scheme. The Governor Babagana Zulum of Borno State on Tuesday ordered the demolition of illegal brothels and criminal dens notorious for prostitution, gangsterism, and other illicit activities around the Maiduguri metropolis within 72 hours. Although it was not clear the agency's Borno Urban Development Agency or Borno Geographical Information Service to carry out the demolition. He gave the directive during a visit to one of such locations at Bayan Quarters, a settlement around railway staff quarters in the metropolis. The area harbors gangsters, criminal activities, and the use of minors for commercial sex activities. The governor expressed concern over the rise in criminal activities associated with these illegal brothels and criminal dens, including prostitution, drug peddling, and other illicit operations. He noted that these activities not only pose a threat to the security of the state, but also perpetuate social vices that undermine the well-being of communities and the dignity of the individuals involved. The new Executive Secretary and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission, NIPC, Aisha Rimi, has pledged to advance Nigeria's economy through strategic investment promotion. Rimi made this pledge during her opening address after resuming at NIPC headquarters on Monday in Abuja. In a major reshuffling last Friday, President Bola Tinubu approved the appointment of a new lineup of leadership for 12 agencies and parastatals under the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment. According to a statement by the President's Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Ajiri Ngalale, the move aligns with the President's resolve to base Nigeria's economic revival on the foundation of trade expansion through small, medium and large-scale industry facilitation in Nigeria. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention and NCDC, the National Veterinary Research Institute, the Niger Delta University Teaching Hospital, the Pandemic Sciences Institute at the University of Oxford, the United Kingdom Public Health Rapid Support Team, and stakeholders in Lagos and Rivers State on Monday launched a multidisciplinary research project to address the knowledge gaps on Mpox. The monkeypox research program epidemiological and clinical investigation of Mpox in Nigeria, a multidisciplinary research project to inform case management and outbreak prevention and control, will also help to improve the public health response to the Mpox virus in Nigeria and beyond. And you're watching Global TV News Express, coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. When Global TV News Express returns, United States Department of Agriculture and farmers collaborate to upscale Nigeria's cocoa value chain. The news continues shortly with details of these and other stories right after the short break. Please don't go away. This is Global Television bringing you live broadcast of the News Express from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. As we turn to foreign scene now, President Joe Biden will make a landmark trip to Israel on Wednesday, a show of ironclad support as Washington tries to prevent the escalating war in Gaza from spilling over into regional conflict. The trip comes just days after Gaza-based Hamas fighters broke through Israel's heavily fortified border, shooting, stabbing and burning to death more than 1,400 people, most of them civilians. Shell-shocked Israel has responded with withering airstrikes on Hamas-controlled Gaza and by deploying tens of thousands of troops to the border in preparation for a full-scale ground offensive. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says Biden's visit would be a statement of solidarity with Israel and an ironclad commitment to its security. Washington has already sent 2 aircraft carrier strike groups to the eastern Mediterranean to deter hostile actions against Israel. Now let's take a look at business. Human rights lawyer Femi Falana-San has disclosed that the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, only printed 402 billion naira to replace the about 3 trillion naira old banknotes withdrawn from circulation during the currency design policy in the early part of 2023. Falana said he relied on the provision's Freedom of Information Fall Act to obtain details about the amount of currency printed and management of the implementation process. Recall that the CBN had said it redesigned the higher denomination of banknotes to check counterfeit and vote buying during the 2023 general election. The situation puts the country in currency strain before and during the elections. Falana said during the currency scarcity period when some people collapsed and others died while on queues to get cash at the various banks, with some banks attacked and burned by frustrated bank customers, the CBN failed to show sympathy with Nigerians. The United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, including stakeholders and the Nigerian cocoa farmers, have concluded plans to come together in Abuja this week in a move to address the prevalent socio-economic issues harming the sustainability of Nigeria's cocoa industry. The event, which is the second edition of the National Cocoa Festival, will bring together local and international cocoa industry stakeholders to devise pragmatic approaches that can move the sector forward towards sustainability and return Nigeria back to being a leading cocoa producing origin country as it was in the 1960s. The USDA, through its Food and Progress Program, will also launch its Traceability and Resilience in Agriculture and Cocoa Ecosystems of Nigeria Trace project with the implementing lead organization, Lutheran World Relief, and other partners. This is a significant need for collective action to upscale Nigeria's cocoa sustainability production in order to meet demands, which includes improvising its traceability. And now to sports. Super Eagles coach Jose Peseiro is pleased to have ended the country's 4-year winless run in friendly games following his side's 3-2 win over 10-man Mozambique on Monday, but he was quick to express his displeasure at his players' performance in the wake of the victory. Peseiro blamed his side for losing concentration during the game and not being clinical in front of goal. Genti Katamo scored the opener in the 6th minute after he ran in between the Eagles' centre-backs to poke the ball into the net after goalkeeper Francis Uzoho wrongly anticipated the ball in a different direction. The Mambas were pegged back in the 19th minute when Terem Mofe struck the equalizer. Despite numerical advantage, Mozambique reduced the deficit in the 55th minute through Faisal Bengal, a goal that left Peseiro disappointed. And now, as we end the News Express, let's take a quick look at some of our top stories. We told you Tinubu has launched conditional cash transfer for 15 million households. Federal government set to pay 9 months NPower arrears from November. Zulum ordered demolition of Bottle's criminal dens in Maiduguri, and we also told you Biden is set to visit Israel as Gaza ground invasion looms. And that's it on Global TV News Express, and it came to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. One Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across social media platforms using at Global TV, NG, and other handles now showing on your screen. I am Chidima Jawasin, thanking you so very much for watching. I'll see you soon.